Hello everyone. So Ranked finally released. And alongside it was some buffs and nerfs on certain styles. And you know what that means? That means they'll be updating the tier list. Every style got buffed or nerfed in some type of way. So it'll be re-ranking everything from scratch. Well, every style besides basic and long guard. So they will stay on their current ranking. That leaves us with the remaining styles. Let's start with the first one that got a nerf. The Slugger style. What the balance patch did was make Slugger's M2 slower, which makes it a little bit easier to dodge. And that's basically the only thing they nerfed on Slugger. As you see in this clip, it can still be very good. But because of the nerf it made Slugger a bit harder to use, so we'll be moving it down a tier. From S to high A. Next up is the style everyone wanted to get nerfed, the Hitman style. Well, it did get nerfed. What did they nerf, you ask? They nerfed its overall damage. Excluding the ultimate, because it still does 55%. This change made it harder for Hitman to break block, but to be honest with you guys, I don't see a difference. It's still brain dead nonetheless. Because it still has that ridiculous range. So it's staying at S tier. Next are the styles I love using, Smash and Epo. These two styles pre-update were slow as hell, but on this update Drowning Some the GOAT buffed the M1 speed on both of them, making them a viable style. With this change, you can actually counter people with your jabs as Epo and Smash now. Not to mention the fact that Smash also got a huge ultimate damage buff. Smash is going into high B and Epo is coming back to A tier. Next up is a style I didn't think needed a buff, the Corkscrew style. They gave this style a stamina buff, making his stamina regeneration also as crazy as his health regeneration. For me, this change didn't really make it better in any way, but it's still really good to have nonetheless. As for ranking and keeping it at A tier. Moving on, we got the Wolf style. Wolf pre-update was annoying, but the buff it recently got made it absolutely broken. The buffs it got were an increase in damage for his White Fang, and as you may already know, more damage equals more shield damage too, so Wolf can actually shred shields now. He also got a recovery buff which just solidifies this style as broken for ranked. Wolf is absolutely busted for ranked right now. He's moving up to S tier. Next are the counter duos, Hands Low and Counter. Both of these guys got an M1 damage buff, the M1s that don't counter by the way. This helps them apply pressure more. These buffs also make them deal more damage to shields. Which is an okay buff I guess, they will be staying on their old tiers. Hands Low on low S and Counter on A tier. Hands Low is staying at S because it also got another buff besides just an M1 damage buff, he also got faster jabs, making it easier to counter. Next, we have the Hawk style. The Hawk style did not get nerfed, it got buffed. What the buff did was make Hawk's block a bit stronger. Don't get me wrong, it's still horrible, but it's a little bit better. Hawk will be staying at S, but keep in mind you need skill to use this. Don't just go on ranked with this and expect a free win. And lastly, the Trickster style. This style finally got buffed, but what they buffed on it is kind of unnoticeable. They didn't buff his stamina, his speed, his block, they buffed his M1 damage. That's the Trickster buff. Well, at least it's easier to break block with it now, right? Yeah. I'm putting this on C tier. Anyways, that's how I ranked the current styles after the ranked update. Do you agree with this list? Comment down below your opinions if I did place some of them wrong. That's all from me, see you guys on the next one, peace.